puts the shot away. It's just another super goal.
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody. Pitchside. England have won this one, 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey. It's Stephen Godfrey. He's at the goal. That's in goal. Stephen Godfrey.
Your 2018 champions, the London Monarchs. Winners of 2018.
Well done, boys. Let's give it up. Go on, lads.
And hello and welcome to another Bucks Prem Safe game. Today we have the 2-0 UWE Bullets facing off against the 1-2 Swansea Titans. My name is Chris Green, aka Greener, and I am joined next to me by a very handsome chap.
Oh, thank you very much. You're only saying that because I'm stood here. My name's Craig McLeod, Clay McLeod, or Von Lovegun, depending on where you know me from. And we are here for another great day of football in the Bucks Premier South.
Yeah, and UWE just coming off a big win against UEA Pirates last week. 62-0 was the final score.
Yeah, we're both teams coming off victories. UE obviously with the 2-0 record. Swansea back into winning ways after winning 2 weeks ago now, was it?
They won, I think they won the first game of the season
Won
against
the first
UEA
game.
as well, 14-12. So the scores this season for Swansea, they won against UEA 14-12, lost to the Birmingham Lions 41-0, and lost to the Cardiff Cobras 26-6. The UWE Bullets won their first game against the Birmingham Lions 52-0, and as I said, beat the UEA Pirates 62-0 last week. So a lot of momentum for the Bullets this season. Shut out so far, two big blobs. Do you think they'll get another one today?
Absolutely. I mean, it's great to see the team developing and producing on both offense and defense. Swansea obviously in for a very tough game today. As all offences and defences that have come to Hillside Garden over the last few years have found out, very difficult place to play. As we see the Bullets starting offence on the screen now.
Yeah, so at quarterback we got Ivan Neomagumbo, we got Drew Carson at running back, Jax Crawford, Matthew Albright and Kobe Jordan are the receivers, Xavier Gardner at tight end, Brecian Guard at left tackle, Jake Suggett at guard, Lenny Kisser at centre, Sam Shepherd at the other guard, and Ethan Killey at right tackle.
Yeah, great offense there. We've seen a lot out of this starting unit to begin the season. Seen a lot out of the backups as well, as you do tend to do a lot of rotating. As we start to have a look at the defense again, very strong starting lineup. George Rhymes, linebacker alongside Gavin Jordan. Your DNs are Uchenna Obasi and Olamide Adegabite.
That's close enough.
Yeah, we'll do. Onto our D tackles, we've got T and Darian Simmons, Christian Arena, Facena Toure, Gabriel Riviera Martinez, Marcin Olchich, and Kieran Johnson at the defensive back. So more of a nickel lineup for the UE starting defence. We expect things to change depending on what the Swansea offence bring to the table.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Swansea do. Obviously, not a lot of momentum coming off of 2 losses here. I think they'd like to try and get something going on offence, but with that defence on the UE sideline, I mean, they've not let a point all season yet. It's going to be a tough old ride for them, I think, for the Swansea Titans today.
Listen, it's hard for teams to come in here, especially against such a dominant defence like that. I mean, you're looking at Swansea that were convincingly beaten by Birmingham, and Birmingham were convincingly beaten by UE. So it does put that doubt in your mind. But if there's anything that makes you play at your best, it's playing the best. And a wise man once said, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And he added a woo in there somewhere.
Somewhere. How is your wooing?
Well, you know, I like to keep some things private, Greener.
So, a few big units on the Swansea Titans sideline here. Big number 92 over there. number 70. They've got a bit of size about them. Hopefully they can put that into play today.
Absolutely, there's some big units on both sidelines, but that is one thing I noticed when I was coming around doing the rounds, looking at what the teams were doing warming up, was the sheer size of the Swansea players. Let's see if they can translate that size into some dominance, especially in the offensive line and the defensive line. Really in the trenches is where we've seen UWE win and dominate the last couple of weeks here against Birmingham and last week against UEA. So let's see if that size can translate to some competition.
And here we go, the kickoff, Swansea Titans.
Going with a short kickoff just to second level, as we do see a bit of a breakaway from number 3, which is, I believe, Sam Jenkins.
Yeah, Sam Jenkins there, a nice solid return. Short kickoff by the Titans. UWE going to start on their offense on their opponent's 45-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. Also, I just want a quick shout out, happy Thanksgiving to all our Americans here at UWE and the ones that are probably watching across the pond. Hopefully you had a good Thursday and you've got a lot to be thankful. Craig, you got much to be thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful to be here today, thankful the sun is shining and I'm not getting sunburned for once. But no, Thursday, a great day. We actually do a lot for Thanksgiving over here. Just get into the spirit of things, an excuse to eat a lot of food with a lot of cheese and cream in it. So.
Yeah, I did see you guys had a nice little feast going on the other day.
Yeah, had a good opportunity to hang out with some of the coaches at UWE, and we had a big old meal, watched some football.
So we go, UWE in the shotgun offense. Carries the number 21, and he's going to nowhere.
Yeah, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Really good penetration from the Swansea D-line and linebackers there.
Yeah, they had a great push up front, didn't they? Good penetration on that the right side of that UWE line.
And that's one thing Swansea are going to have to do effectively if they want to win this game. We've seen UWE dominate up front and really just take it to them, as we see a big gap open up in the middle for the second carry of the day.
Same play again there, just much better push from that UWE offensive line that time. No penetration from Swansea. I think they caught them off a bit off guard there. They lined up nice and quick. Good push. You know, nice to see the lineman like 8-9 yards downfield.
Yeah, good carry there from Drew Carson, number 21.
As we see Ivan on the carry here now. And that's going to be a 1st down, UWE.
And it's just an extra thing to think about when you're facing a quarterback that's shifty, that can move. You know, your defensive schemes are going to change to accommodate for that, and you leave yourself vulnerable in other places. So we're going to start seeing a bit of a chess game come out.
Yeah, we saw last game, obviously, Ivan absolutely solid through the air with his passing, but also he can kill you on his ground game as well with his legs.
Really shifty, really excellent athlete. When he was at college, he did move to wide receiver for a bit, just to show that athleticism. As you see him move to outside the pocket, throwing deep.
Oh, and it's dropped. I think that was Albright, wasn't it, in the end zone? I think there's a flag on the play.
I can't see any yellow. I did see Albright pointing for one. Let's see what the white hat Heath Wickham has to say.
Number 5 on the offense, 15-yard, remains 1st down.
Okay, so offensive pass interference there.
An offensive PI, 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you rarely see those. Maybe some sort of pick route there. Let's have a little look at the replay, see what happened, see if we can see what was going on. Might have been off camera slightly.
He does look like he's on a bit of an island, might have pushed off.
They call it on number 5, so they didn't call it on the receiver that the ball came out of his hands.
Yeah, down bottom left corner, I did see someone go to the ground, but it's hard to...
Yeah, it's hard to see. We're on the ground today, unfortunately, which is unfortunate for us, but... So we see UWE offense back out for first and long now, 1st and a country mile. So Ivan's back to pass. He's going deep. Down that right side, he's got a man.
Wide open in the end zone.
I mean, that was just taking candy from a baby there. Matthew Albright this time makes up for it, getting the catch, getting the touchdown, and what a throw by Ivan.
Great throw, right behind the defense. He saw opening up. He had full trust in his wide receiver, Matthew Albright, there, that he'd get open. As you see the calm in the pocket, and he just leaves number 25 behind.
Yeah, DB just not turning his hips quick enough.
Not
there,
at all.
was he? Still
Not at all.
pedal.
He was, even if you, even getting a little bit technical, if you look at how he was turning his hips away from Albright.
2-point Ivan.
And
as we nicknamed him last game.
As we nicknamed him, and he does get there for another 2-pointer.
2-point Ivan. Quids in on that one.
But yeah, back to that touchdown. So playing DB, and you've probably seen it when you were playing wide receiver, Greener, where once that DB's hips turn away from you,
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Game
Yeah.
over. You
Game
know,
over.
we saw the DB number 25 opened up towards the inside of the field rather than keeping track of his man. And against a quality wide receiver like Matthew Albright, it's going to lead to disaster. He's going to take that couple of inches you've given him there and turn it into a few meters.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when you got the service as well. You know, the good protection from the offensive line gave Ivan a lot of time there, and he was just able to sling it, and Albright does the rest.
Absolutely. You know, I think the offensive line of UWE took it a bit personal that the first tackle wasn't for a gain.
I think they might have heard us, maybe they heard us.
Listen, we gassed them up a lot last time we were here at Hillside Gardens. They got a lot to live up to.
So I had a talk with offensive coordinator Frankie Pankhurst after the UEA game, and he said he took to the air quite a lot against UEA and spread the ball out. Multiple guys getting touchdowns. So it'd be interesting to see if they do go more aerial today on the whole, or they stick with the ground game, or maybe a mixture of both. As we see Swansea returning the ball there, and they're going to have 1st and 10 around about their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, interested note on the return there. I don't know if they were watching the Birmingham footage, but they went with a fake reverse on the kickoff return there.
Yeah, similar to what Birmingham were doing.
Yeah. So it's good to see it for one play. Let's hope they don't become predictable with it, as it does, you know, predictability, release complacency.
Exactly.
You know,
and we did see as well with Birmingham, they did struggle with the handoffs, didn't they, with the reverses and stuff. So it adds that extra element of doubt and risk when you do that. So unfortunately, again, we don't have a roster for Swansea, but
they are starting off with a run,
and the defensive end just crushes that down.
Sorry for the lack of numbers and names coming through. It's very bright today.
Yeah, that was Darian Simmons, I think. Darian Simmons.
Yeah, as we see this play lining up again.
Oh, you can't let the tight end block him. He's going to beat him all day.
Not at all. That needs to be a double team from the tight end and the tackle there.
Yeah, I mean, the tight end's a little bit off balance in his stance there as well.
As it looks like an option play. Quarterback going backwards.
Again, just great push up front. There's Chenna on the tackle there.
Yeah, and I think we saw number 11, William Elliott, getting involved as well.
Billy Elliott.
We
say him nice and early today. Took us a while to say his name last game.
Yeah, exactly. I think he wanted some of that airtime this time, so pushing into the backfield. Hard to know what Swansea were looking to achieve with that play. Might look like a fake run off into an option pitch, but when UWE are penetrating like that through the offensive line, you're not going to see it develop, not going to see what the play is meant to be.
Yeah, we got 3rd and long here for the Swansea offense.
As we see a pass, we see a
pick. By Chenna.
Chenna nearly falling, going into the end zone. It is 6.
I mean, he just threw it right to him.
He did throw it right to him. Chenna's not a small man.
Chenna playing a bit of tight end as well in his career, so you know he's got hands and he's used to carrying the ball. His career.
I feel every time there's a defensive pick, you got to justify it by going, he can catch because he played offense.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you know what they say
him.
about DB hands, don't you? That's why you play DB. You can't catch the ball.
That's what they said about me, and they were right. Great catch, great return on the interception. Nearly falling over. Good job to keep his balance. Unfortunate pick for number 2 for Swansea there.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was trying to get the ball to there. Just threw it straight to Chen.
Well, one thing I noticed with when Swansea were warming up, number 2 at quarterback tends to take a lot of his dropbacks. They're not decisive steps. They're very, very scattered, very, very short and shuffly.
As UWE just take the 2-point conversion, not 2.5 in this time though.
Spreading the love.
Yeah, Sam Jenkins on there getting the 2-point carry. Nice and easy for him. Good push by the offensive line.
Yeah, as we see a replay. And, you know, Swansea players did meet him in the line, just number 16 not getting low enough to make the tackle. Obviously, Sam, very, very shifty person. You got to have your hips right against them.
Yeah, he was in a good spot there. I think he just needed to commit to the tackle a little bit more.
Absolutely. I don't know if he knew he had a player on the outside and was worried about giving the outside up, but unfortunately gave the inside lane.
So very early, only about 5 minutes gone in the first quarter, and we're already 16-0 up for the Bullets.
As they line up for another kickoff. And a shallow, low
Nice
kick, but
boot.
nice and deep. Great hands from number 4 to hold on to that. Looking to move, looking to make some distance.
No blocking there, is there at all?
Running into his own man, unfortunately.
We got a flag. Little bit of afters.
Yeah, we saw it here from number 6.
Yeah, it's Gabe there. Be interested to see who they call this on.
I think he'll be on the final swing rather than what led up to it, to be honest.
They always catch the retaliation.
You always do, always do. That's why you don't do it.
Referee's just having a discussion, and we will hear from Keith Wickham, the white hat, shortly.
Personal foul, blocking a player out of bounds, 25 on the return team. Half the distance, first down.
There we go then, called on the return team. 37-year veteran Keith Wickham, the white hat, doing his thing.
Been around, been a vital part of this game and the growth in this country. Without the referees, we wouldn't have these games on Sundays.
Yeah, we got a 6-man crew today, so the white hat Keith Wickham, the umpire Graham Hedges, head linesman Kieran Smith, line judge Graham Coleman, back judge Ewan Patterson, and centre judge Pete Parsons. And Swansea lining up, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
And I think we're going to see a false start.
Yeah, early movement up front there. I mean, just costly penalties. When you're down, you can't afford to do this.
Full start by the centre. Offence, 5 yards, still first down.
Yeah, and I think that was a bit more decisive than some of the false start in the centres we saw on Thursday. Definitely some movement up front from the Swansea line, and just like that, you know, a fairly decent return for Swansea, running into a own player, but just like that, two penalties in a row, and very, very deep in their own territory now.
Yeah, they're just drive killers, aren't they? Can't afford to do that when you're down so early. Offside, yeah, it's going to be blown dead, unabated.
Offside, defence, 73. 5 yards, still first down.
Back and forth?
Back and forth. Yeah, 3 penalties in a row.
Quite interesting. Our sideline Mike's picking up some of the crowd here.
Yeah.
For what they're saying.
Absolutely, yeah. Good to see some people here on both sidelines. Seeing people cheering for Swansea on the side, seeing people cheering for UWE on their side. It's good to get a bit of atmosphere here at Hillside Gardens. So you see a snap, going to be a run play. Looking to bounce to the outside is number 29. Very big
nice
boy.
Run, yeah,
very big boy. Very good little run. I think he made it to maybe 2 yards.
Let me look at the replay here. Took a few UWE defenders to bring him down. He kept his legs going.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe got him around a bit by the neck there, George Rhymes.
Yeah, I think they might have got a little bit lucky for avoiding the face mask, avoiding taking the helmet off there for UWE.
Yeah, so we've got 2nd and 8 now for the Swansea Titans offense. Coming out in that pistol offense here.
Yeah, and seeing a sweet play. Good play. Giving the ball to number 29 again.
Oh, fumble. I think UWE have it.
It looks like they do.
Yep. Yeah, they've got it. And there was a helmet come off then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, big boy on big boy, I think, right there.
Just wait for the replay. I want to see this one.
Oh, no.
It was George Rhymes, I think, that forced the fumble there, the second guy in.
Yeah, it's, number 29 looking to the referee for some help on that hit, but unfortunately, as a runner, he was running high. You're already wrapped up. There's not much that second person can do. Your helmet came off because it's not tightened on appropriately.
Yeah, it's a clean hit. I mean, he's a runner who's protected.
Exactly. One thing I will say there, which was unfortunately see from the running back, he's looking to move that ball from his right hand to his left hand while running through with people around him. I believe that's what led to the turnover. As we see Ivan go into the air, wide open.
That's just easy on the slant route.
Yeah, and that is number 87.
It's Kobe, isn't it, I think?
I believe so, yeah. I think Kobe's number changed last second. Which I'm sorry, cheers, mate. I should have tried to let you know that. But Yeah, as we see, a quick slant. Couple of defensive players in no man's land. And the thing is, you see somebody with the athleticism of Kobe. You know, if you're Ivan back there and you see number 54 lined up on 87.
I'm going to take that matchup all day.
All day.
2-point Ivan in the gun again. See if he keeps it.
And it's a nice tackle from the Swansea defence.
Yeah, Sam Jenkins just not going anywhere there. Good penetration up front.
Yeah, again, that's a couple of times we've seen that down the, they'd be on the UWE right side of the line, just maybe some overcrowding from Swansea, just sending the players through. Death by numbers more than anything else.
Yeah, and it's good, and I mean, they just need to turn that into points now. You know, try and get that penetration, maybe try and rip the ball out, see if they can get a turnover, get some momentum back for them.
That's the thing, you know, if you're Swansea at this point, you're seeing the efficiency of the UWE team. It's not going to take them many plays to get down there if you're not aggressive in trying to take that ball from them.
If you guys shout and watch the onside, I don't think they're going to onside kick it here. I mean, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know with Coach Ferguson. You never know. He loves it.
He was the unofficial special teams coordinator before. I don't know if he's the official special teams coordinator now. But
well, he's down as an assistant coach. What he does within the team, I guess, is up to them as we see it. Oh, well, I mean, that was a bit of a squib kick straight into the hands of...
Big man with football.
Yeah.
And he gets cut down, and he's still down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully he's not... Yeah, he's looking in a lot of pain. I think he might have...
Hopefully that's just an impact injury. And he's just in a bit of shock there. Nothing serious. As we see Ellie trot onto the field, missed her last game. She wasn't around. Nice to see her back on the UWE sideline.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's always good to see all the people that help out with the teams as well as the players. Ellie, the athletic trainer for UWE, does a fantastic job whenever she's on the field, taking care of both sides of the field.
Yeah, shout out to Gridiron Strong, who are looking after quite a few teams on Sundays and Saturdays for American football, which is great to see from that company.
Absolutely. Things like that are just fantastic to see and really emphasize the growth that the American football has seen over the last few years. You know, I know when I first started, that was a pipe dream. You know, you were hoping somebody on your team had some knowledge of physio.
Yeah, Ellie as well, when she was doing a study, I think it was on concussions within football as well. So, you know, the research papers are starting to come out over here as well, and it's good to see that there's more research into sports injuries specifically to American football in the British game.
Absolutely, and I've got a background in strength and conditioning and in sports science, and understanding that every sport's completely different in terms of movement, in terms of injuries, and some of the weirdest comparisons that you'll ever make. Between what benefits some sports, like for example American football and tennis is one where you can look at some movements. If you think the side-to-side movement, the quick explosive stuff, there's it can get really quite interesting as we see a nice sideline shot of all the cheerleaders once again coming to the game, showing their support. We see the UWE players ready, looking concerned, and there's a shot of Coach Mayer.
There he is, and Brian Peavy there stood next to him, out today with a bit of an injury. Unfortunate to see, because he was dominant in our last game, wasn't he?
Absolutely. I think he injured himself last week against UEA, a bit of a knee injury, so obviously taking it easy this week.
Hopefully nothing too serious.
Yeah, fingers crossed. As we see number 99 getting to his feet, getting carried to the sideline, looking to try and get there under his own strength, but you know, hey, you're hurt, pal. No, nothing wrong with putting your arm around somebody to help you get off the field.
Hopefully just a bit of a bruising on the shin bone there, and nothing too serious. Didn't look like a knee or an ankle injury, really, did it?
Thing is, with those low tackles, you see a man that size with the ball, you got to go low. You know what I mean? Sure. You're not taking that guy high. I can't blame the UWE players for looking to go low, tackling him there. We just hope that it's not led to a serious injury for number 99 for the Swansea Titans. Yeah,
as you say, nothing malicious in the hit, just a standard hit. He's just having to go low on him because he's such a big dude. As you see the Swansea offence now looking at good field position as well. Right around their own 48-yard line, 47-yard line.
Absolutely. Big man with the ball, we'll remember, is 15-yard kickoff return. You see motion And it looks like we're just going to see a jet sweep, but a bit slow on the handoff, giving UWE the time to break through the line, penetrate through, and lead to a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, linebacker Gavin Jordan there on the tackle and the penetration, read it well. Timed his blitz very well as well. Number 61 just whiffed on the block. And a nice tackle for a loss. So we're now going to get 2nd and long for Swansea, and again, just digging themselves in a hole here, Craig.
Second and 16 is just, I mean, another running play, you make 2 yards, 4 yards, is 3rd and 12, and you don't want to be there. They're going to have to take off a big chunk of the yardage here to stand a chance of converting. As we see another run attempt, but again, fabulous penetration from the UWE line.
Chenna, again, he's having a game so far. 2 tackles for a loss and a pick 6.
Yeah, he's having a day. You can see the smile on his face. He's enjoying himself.
He's loving life,
there.
isn't he? Yeah, he's having a good old smile to himself there. He definitely enjoyed that one.
And just, you know, as a runner, you never want to get yourself standing and be surrounded by the opposite jerseys. There's about 6 players around him there and not one single white jersey. As we're now in about 3rd and 20. And it's just such a shame, like you said, great field position to start this drive, and 2 plays, we're down 10 yards and 1 more attempt to try and make it, as we just see the safe play of a run. And number 29's helmet coming off again.
I think he needs to buckle that chin strap a bit tighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was Josh Oleo on the tackle there, number 55.
Thing is, you know, the UWE defense, they're going to be looking to strip that ball out. As you see, once that first person comes in, holds up, look at them, reaching, ripping, trying to get it out, and yeah, just the helmet flying off.
Yeah, and as you know, in the rules of football, if your helmet comes off for a play, you have to come out. Very frustrated on the sideline. He's just launched his helmet near us here.
Hey, listen, I've been there at running back, and it feels like you're getting no help up front. You get frustrated. You feel that you don't even get a chance to show what you're capable of doing. It's really hard to show what you've got as a running back if when you only see a block there. But yeah, it's hard to show what you've got as a running back if you're getting tackled as soon as you hand off the ball.
And not a great punt, and UWE again going to have great field position. 1st and 10 from Swansea's 45-yard line. And we're going to see this offense and probably going to see the same result, I think.
Short fields. We know UWE work on a 4-down system. We're very unlikely to see them go for a field goal, for a punt. They don't look at, you know, 1st and 10 as 3 downs. They look at it as 4 downs.
Especially in this field position.
Absolutely,
as well, yeah.
absolutely. The defense is showing they're going to stop Swansea. So I think taking 4 attempts for each set of downs is well within their right to do so.
Yeah, we got to change it quarterback now as well. And I change it running back. Drew Carson on the carry there, running back.
Yeah, Drew Carson back in at running back, and I think it's Theodore Lander.
No. Theo, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, Theodore Landers. I got to trust myself, Green. I got to trust when I'm saying the name. Sometimes I know what I'm on about, you know.
UWE up again, quick up to the line. QB run to the right. Some good
Theo
blocking on the
breaking
outside.
through, making it to the outside, getting himself out of bounds. Looking at the referee's position, looks like he did get a 1st down before stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, and the clock will stop as well, being out of bounds there. This is going to be 1st and 10 from about the UWE 14, 13-yard line, I think. Hard to see from here.
Yeah, great blocking all around there from the offensive line, from Drew as well at running back, kicking out the blitzing linebacker there. Theo stepping back to pass, looking over the middle, wide open.
That's just easy. Again. Touchdown, UWE Bullets.
And I think that's Jax Crawford.
Yeah, Jax Crawford there. Nice, easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And again, unfortunately, another is the same linebacker on him again. Number 54, I believe it was, as we see it over the middle.
Needs a bit of help there. He's been beaten twice now.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I can't tell if he was on the tight end. He's looking around, wondering where the help was, and I understandably would be wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I think it might have been a bit of a blown coverage there. As we see Carson on the carry for the 2-point play. Is he in? It's close.
Yes, we're seeing the referee acknowledge. 2 points for Drew Carson there. Good job just keeping the feet moving. you know, Swansea doing an okay job when it comes down to this goal line, getting good penetration. You see some of the UWE offensive line standing pretty upright as soon as that snap happened. Unfortunately, just not enough when with the power of Drew Carson in the legs and a short yardage situation. You know what I mean? Stopping somebody with only 2 yards to go is a hell of a lot harder than stopping somebody with 10 yards to go.
Yeah, Swansea have got to change their mindset here. They've got to try and think positive, otherwise it's going to be a long day for them. They've got to try and do something different. They've got to be positive. Just try and get a few plays together, maybe a quick pitch and catch, maybe a little hitch route, something, just something to get them going.
Go to your bread and butter plays. Go to what you know is going to get you a few yards. At this time, if I'm Swansea, I want a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and trying to get to that 3rd and manageable.
Exactly, like a nice little play action to a little hitch, to a little slant over the middle, as we do see the reverse on the return this time. It looks like he's got a little bit of space, but getting wrapped up very quickly.
Yeah, not bad field position for the Swansea Titans here. They're going to be about their own 30-yard line. So the return game not looking too bad, Craig. I think that's one of the positives that they can take from this game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you got to take them where you can, and just getting a bit of a run up and seeing what you can do there on the return. Obviously, they're very excited for them to be started on their 30 rather than their own 5. It's just up to the offense now. It's just up to the offense to see if they can get something going. I'm with you, Green. I'd like to see maybe a play action, quick hitches, maybe just a quick slant. Just something fast that puts UWE on the back feet. I mean, we're seeing UWE sitting with one deep safety.
Yeah, and I think maybe run that inside guy on an out route here.
As we do see a quick screen as he's bringing it into the inside. Good idea. Unfortunately, running into defensive lineman.
It was a good setup play. I think he just ran a little bit too far inside there. It didn't follow his blockers that were in the slipstream.
Absolutely. We'll see here on the replay. Read pretty well from UWE. Just going straight in.
Flattening that tight end.
Just going straight inside. You know, again, sometimes you want to trust your pace.
Yeah, just get your head down, try and get as much as you can.
Because he caught that ball, you know, at the numbers. He had some pace on the some space on the outside to work with. One or two defenders could have looked to do something.
As we see trips right again for the Swansea offense.
Yep, 2nd and 8, and the fumble snap not really being completed as the quarterback just gets down on top of it.
Didn't really want to fancy jumping on that then. He thought about it.
Bit of Cam Newton in the Super Bowl right there.
Yeah, it's always dangerous, isn't it, jumping on a ball, especially when you're a QB.
No, listen, business decision.
Well, yeah.
Business decision.
But hey, you've got to protect the ball.
Absolutely.
You've got to jump on it.
And just like that, we're back to about, what, third and
the country mile.
25? 3rd and 30? I think more 3rd and 25. And they're going to have to look deep. And he is looking deep. He gets hit on the throw, but he does get it off and nearly picked off.
A little bit too floaty on the pass there. I think if that had been a line drive, it would have been a completion.
If he didn't get hit, if we see on the replay here, quarterback gets absolutely drilled as he's getting rid of the ball.
I missed that, Craig.
Yeah.
That was a big hit.
It was a big hit, and it was a good throw still. Absolutely fantastic throw. Knew where his guy was. Unfortunately, like you say, a bit floaty, but nothing he could do about that when he's getting hit like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got to call Gabe Rivera out there. He could have had 2 picks now, the one in the first game and the one in this game. Gabe, be better. Come on, man.
Yeah, Gabe was chatting to Gabe earlier, and he's actually... Oh, we see a block punt! Best play in football, block punt!
It's going to be a score. Yeah.
And it is a score number 13.
That's fascinating. Fascinatore there, just picking up the goods, getting into that pay dirt.
I love to see a block punt, personally. That is my favourite play in football.
And again, UWE scoring on all three phases of the game now.
And look at this. You see Fascinate coming off the edge, leaving his man completely open, and it just leads to be there.
This is the end of the quarter. We'll have the try, and then we'll move ends.
I think that was 55 on the block, was it? Was that Josh Olay on the block?
Might have been. I couldn't see. There was a lot of UWE bodies up there.
He laid himself out. That was a great layout for that ball, and Fascinate just picked it up and waltzed into the end zone. That's always nice, isn't it, getting a gimme touchdown like that?
Oh, yeah. There's no better feeling than knowing you just got to pick it up, take it 2 yards, and celebrate. You see with possibly a jet sweep. Number 14 on the ball, run into the end zone unopposed. And that's another 2 points.
Yeah, that was just easy there, wasn't it?
And that was
Temi. And as I just said, UWE now scoring on all 3 phases of the game, just showing their dominance in every facet.
Yeah, and again, it's been 1 or 2 plays. Swansea have been putting themselves in a hole, just for things not working as well as they might want it to. And it's hard to say. You know, obviously UWE play extremely well. They play extremely hard. They don't let you up. Any small mistake from any one of your 11 players is going to lead to disaster.
Yeah, and as we see the end of the first quarter, UWE up now 38-0, only missing that 1 2-point play.
Absolutely. And just while we've got a minute, we'll see our referee standing with the kicker there, ready to go. If you are interested in becoming a referee, or looking for more information about it, please visit www.bafra, that's BAFRA.info, for more information there. Obviously, always looking for more people to help grow the sport.
See the kickoff. Nice deep kickoff again.
Yeah, big kick. Under end, number 4, looking to just
a little
come
bit
out
of a
there.
hold there by 69, but not called. Ooh, bit of afters as well.
Yeah, a couple of players looking to get into it a bit. Things getting a bit chippy out there. And it's a good tackle from number 9. Number 4 with the ball, stuttered a bit again.
The game is now proceeding with a running clock. There's a running clock.
As we see a running clock, I thought that was only going to happen in the second half, usually.
Yeah, we will just see. I think
maybe the coaches agreed on it, potentially.
I know Swansea are down on, or at least there was talks they were going to be down on the sideline in terms of who they had and with coach and staff. So, you know, that could be part of why Swansea are struggling a bit today, a bit undermanned with the coaching staff. Maybe the adjustments aren't going to come as quickly as they need to, as we see that pistol formation again. And it looks like this is a bit of a
option.
Oh,
Gabe Rivera. Big hit. He must have heard me giving him gas about that missed interception, because he's come up trumps there and he's absolutely destroyed the running back.
Yeah. That is... I'm sorry, I hate to laugh, but I've been in that running back situation where you get the ball and you know you are just going to get absolutely drilled.
Yeah, Gabe Rivera just laying the wood there.
Absolutely. Call him the carpenter, because he's laying wood.
Such a dad joke.
Well, listen, I got in trouble for calling them plumbers for laying pipes, so...
As we see Swansea... sorry. As we see Swansea trying to get something going up the middle now, and the UWE defence just swarming and taking out the running back there. No room for him to go anywhere.
No, we're seeing a slow walk back from the players to the huddle there, as we're facing 3rd and 14.
I mean, Swansea have just got to try and stay as positive as possible here.
Yeah, listen, there's been some good throws from the QB. They've had some good things going, as we do see the quarterback looking for an outright. Nice catch from number 18.
There you go, see? Hit that little out route.
And we do see a flag. I don't know if that's going to be for a hit out of bounds or...
I don't think the hit was out of bounds. Maybe it was afters, maybe on the floor. Potentially. We'll have a little look at the replay, see what we can see. And
I would listen to...
Wickham with the call in a second. Definitely want to see the replay there, just to see what happened.
After play was over, personal foul, 19 defence, 15 yards, first down.
And a first down by a penalty, as we see the replay coming up now. Nice completion on the out route, good route.
A good break from number 19. Not even his man. Good tackle.
I'm a little bit lost.
Yeah, that
was a hit in bounds, wasn't it?
Looked like it. I think the there are quite a few markings on the sideline. I don't know if there was just a bit of confusion over where that hit happened, but that did certainly look in bounds. And he got up, he didn't talk or anything like that. So
No, no complaint from him at all, and it may be a bit of a mercy flag. Maybe I hate to say it, but you know, sometimes in the games where they're getting away, you do see those mercy flags sometimes.
yeah, benefit of the doubt. We saw it in the Birmingham game with a couple of Birmingham offsides that didn't get called. But hey, listen, if you're Swansea, you don't care how you get down the field. You get down the field, you make something happen.
False start. Also, the receiver on this sideline, number 81, is covering up 48, so 48 actually can't go downfield.
88, offense, 5 yards, still first down.
So, again, maybe that coaching aspect that they're missing on the sideline, something like that, is not being addressed.
There are 9 minutes in the half. 9 minutes in the half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you say, being covered up is just a very simple one, and it's on the Swansea sideline that's happening. You know, normally if you've got your coach or play caller down there, he'll be screaming at the player, you know, open up the tight end, open up the tight end. So, unfortunate for Swansea to lose 5 yards, but they can't let that get in their head. They need to make something happen on this drive. So you see number 29 with a run down the middle. And again, keeping those legs moving, getting himself about four yards. Yeah, looking at about 2nd and 11.
And they always say as a running back, don't they, make sure you fall forwards, get those extra yard or two. And
yeah, as we see him moving people backwards, keeping those legs pumping.
That helmet looked a little bit loose then again. I don't think he's tight.
It's close to go. And the thing is, if I'm Swansea, we're clearly getting production out of number 29. I'd be screaming at him to get that helmet on properly.
Yeah, you don't want him to have to come out. Yeah.
Say this gets down to a 3rd and 1, and he's now got to come out. Your power running back's got to come out on a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, so we got 2nd and about 12 here, 13 maybe.
Yeah, I thought he got a bit closer to the down, as we do see another run, looking to go up the middle, trying to get to the outside, still on his feet.
Good pursuit.
Yeah, Billy Elliott coming from D end all the way through to make that tackle.
Yeah, Chenna did enough there to hold him up, and Billy Elliott just finishing the job there.
Yeah, great pursuit from the Bullets defense there, as we see. And you'll see this, obviously, yeah, great pursuit, like you say, from Chenna. Good tackle there from Billy Elliott. And Billy not giving up. The Swansea offensive scheme there, told to leave him because the ball's going to the other side, and normally you see a D-end's not going to make that play, but he just kept going and going.
Yeah, that's not what you want as a running back, getting tackled with the backside D-end on a sweep away.
And I tell you what, it hurts even more when you don't know that hit's about to come.
Yeah, they're the worst kind of hits when you get dragged down from behind.
Absolutely. We're looking at about 3rd and 16 now, as we're looking for a pass. Number 2 dropping deep, pressure in his face, getting himself out there, looking like he's going to try and run for it now. Just gets himself smartly to the sideline, I think.
I thought that was a flag going in then, but it was someone throwing the ball on the sideline. And I think Swansea are going to be sending out the punt unit here.
And hey, if we can see a big old punt here, start UWE deep, maybe we can make something happen. Interesting to note, Swansea's punters, their quarterback. If UWE come in with the same amount of pressure, there's a lot of risk.
Bit of a rugby-style punt there.
Hey, look, he did what he had to do.
Return it. Oh, stiff arm.
And a nice sidestep. He's still going.
Number 48, I feel for him. He's been in the dirt quite a few times today.
And listen, I think that was more of the game's getting to you kind of decision. He was upright, running into a player that's shown that he's shifty, that's shown that he can use his hands. He's got some strength behind him. As you see, a bit of a
change of possession at 6 minutes.
As a dud snap led to the rugby punt. And yeah, he just gets himself to the outside.
Nice little block. Stiff arm. Boom!
Oh, straight down.
And they get hyped on the sideline from that as well. Perfectly executed, textbook, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you see a stiff arm, a nice little juke, a spin move, it just gets everybody hyped up. You love seeing that athleticism from your friends and your teammates.
So we've got Lando still in at QB as he hands off to Jenkins.
Finds his way to the outside, still running.
It's a nice run in. It's going to be a first down. Just great blocking up front. Good penetration. Good seal block from number 14 there as well. Setting the edge for Jenkins to get a nice first down carry. 1st and 10 UWE from their Swansea 45. As we see Jenkins on the carry again.
Fantastic push from the offensive line there for UWE.
Yeah, great speed through the hole as well. You know, he saw one cut, gone. And that's what you want from your running back. That one cut, see the hole, put your head down, get in there.
Yeah,
great push.
It's easy as a running back to think, oh, if I make a step here, I can make more yards, I'll make something happen, I'll see the end zone. But listen, you're doing more for your team by taking that one cut and going downfield. So we see another first down for the UWE offense.
And Jenkins again with a carry, and it's going to be another first down, I think. Just churning the ground game out now, churning the ground game.
Yeah, absolutely. We see here on the replay, you know, he's running straight to the right. See 53 trying to break in, and great, who is that picked up number 53 on the pull? Either way, great pickup.
Yeah, great pin and pull there. See a change at running back now.
Now we see a pass.
Landers back to pass.
And he's going for it
he's
all.
got him. Yep.
Is he inbounds? I don't think he is.
Out. No, just out. Just a little bit too far for the receiver there. Kevin Adams, the receiver there.
Yeah, great hair on him.
Oh yeah, lovely lock of hair on him.
Oh, and great catch. Unfortunate to be out of bounds.
I like his swag as well. Very similar to mine with the spat wrap, the two bicep bands. I can appreciate that.
Well, I wanted some bicep bands, but they never came through, so I don't know. So we see another pass looking to the outside. Oh,
bit high for Kevin Adams there from Landers. Just would have liked to see him hitting the numbers there. He wasn't really under pressure, so he could have delivered a better ball.
Yeah, I think he knows it too.
He definitely would have wanted that one back.
3 minutes and a half. 3 minutes in the
Wide
half.
open. I don't know what Swansea's defensive scheme is there. Looked more like a zone, but they got nobody covering the flats.
Yeah, no flat defender.
That hook zone. 26 doing a good job to close the distance, but I mean, if that's accurate, it's not there. As we see Theo running with it. Great blocking up front as he's still moving, still shifting. It's going to take a few players. They're looking for the ball, looking to rip it.
That's great patience from Landers there. Did you see? He just picked up his offensive line, slowly made his way through the hole, got some great yards downfield, and it's going to be first and goal, I believe, because I think we're inside the 10-yard now. Yeah, first and goal from about the 9 or the 8-yard line.
Yeah, he did a great job as we see it there in the replay. And again, it's like what we've been saying in the previous game and in this game as well. You know, when that offensive line is pushing downfield, you can be patient. You can afford to be patient because by the time you hit them, you're already 7 yards downfield.
Yeah, we got another injury, so Ellie out there on the field, another Swansea player down. Again, hopefully he's okay. We'll take this time to thank our streaming partners, CheersMate Productions, for always putting on a fantastic show for us.
Yeah, absolutely, Greener. They come here early, set everything up. Even when things aren't going according to plan for them, you know, they're professional, get it all set up. And
yeah, a little bit of trouble today, obviously without the scaffold tower, but I mean, it still looks absolutely fantastic, the stream. You know, they've improvised and they've done a great job putting on a show, as they always do.
There are 2 minutes 28 left in the first half. We will call half-time now to allow the player to be treated, resuming the end of this half and the second half at the end of the break.
Okay, so maybe a little bit of a serious injury, potentially. Ellie on the phone there.
Not a quick turnaround for her, which is very unfortunate to see. We wish this player a very, very speedy recovery. Hopefully it's not too serious. But you do hear our referee, Keith Wickham, there just explaining we're going to have halftime now, add 2 minutes 20 onto the second half, and we will see you when we return.
Yeah, hopefully we'll try and get some interviews for you at halftime as well from a couple of players. So stay tuned, you know, quickly if you need to go and get a drink or whatever, and then come back and maybe we'll have some interviews for you as well, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are joined by Coach Anthony Ferguson from the UWE Bullets sideline. Coach Anthony, how do you feel the first half's gone so far?
Yeah, it's gone pretty well, to be fair. Can't really complain. A couple of penalties that we're not too happy about, but, you know, yet again, special teams, a standout unit on the Bullets.
The thing is, Coach Versman, I've spoke to you a few times, and you're obviously very excited about your special teams players, things of that nature. Sometimes I think you take credit for the defense and the offense as special teams, you know, touchdowns, things of that nature. But today, it came through. Nice block punt. Personally, my favorite play in all of football. Was there anything special you drew up for that kind of play, or was that just the penetration you expect from the guys in that unit?
Yeah, you know, we rep it in training. We analysed the film from Swansea's last couple of games, and we felt that we had the athletic ability on the inside to rush the punt. I mean, there was 2 or 3 guys that got there in the end, so yeah, we're excited to see what happens for the next few in the second half.
Yeah, nice easy pickup for Fascinator, I think it was, on the touchdown. What do you think you guys are going to do in the second half? Are you going to make any adjustments, or are you just going to stick with what you're doing so far?
We're going to rep some more guys in, you know, get a bit of rotation for the guys that haven't had many snaps in the first couple of games. But aside from that, you know, playbook-wise, going to be similar plays, reps on the other plays from our playbook. Hopefully get another couple of special teams plays. I know it's not really what we should be hoping for, but as a special teams coordinator, we're hoping we might get a chance for our first punt of the season. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
This is the question now as well. Are you now the official special teams coordinator, or are you still the unofficial special teams coordinator?
I think, you know, interim special teams coordinator. I think, you know, any moment I'm aware I might get relinquished from my role. But yeah, for now, special teams coordinator, coach of the year, inbound, I think, for me.
So if we can ask a little bit more with how training and things are going to be happening. We've seen UWE dominate on all aspects of the ball, but we have seen a few plays go a bit awry for UWE. Is that something that will be addressed, or something you'll look to move on to and focus more on the positives?
Yeah, you know, we've always got an opportunity to get better, I think. I think there's, as I said before, that we've had a few flags this play, we've had a couple of broken tackles. There's always fundamental things we can work on. I think overall it's been really, really good, but, you know, we're aware that, you know, every time we have a snap, every time we have a play against anyone, it's a chance to get better, and there's a lot of opponents coming up that have got some really good players, so, you know, we need to be prepared for that, and yeah, that's what we're trying to do every play.
Yeah, that's it, just preparing for the future. All right, well, thanks very much, Anthony, for joining us. Nice to have an insight from you, and good luck for the second half.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, thanks very much. Have a good one, pal.
Can have one if you want.
All right, guys, hopefully you stayed with us as we see the Swansea player being helped off the field, and hopefully he gets seen to nice and quickly at hospital today.
Yeah, I believe it was a dislocated knee.
Yeah, he's done it before, they were saying, the guys from the Swansea sideline.
Yeah, good job from the players, getting him moving nice and safely. And we wish him a very, very speedy recovery.
Yeah, he looks in good spirits, doesn't he, as he's coming off, which is good to see.
So yeah, we're moving into the end of the quarter, start of the second half.
Yeah, so we've got to play out the last 2.5 minutes of the first half of the second quarter, and then we'll just go straight into the second half, and it'll be quite quick as it's a running clock, so we're going to see this game finish real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And finding out at half-time, the reason for the running clock was COVID rule.
Yeah, I asked Keith Wickham, spoke to him at half-time, and apparently that this season now, because of COVID, they've allowed the running clock in the first half once the 35-point margin is reached.
Okay, so yeah, we're looking at Swansea players getting themselves warmed up. And as from there, we're seeing UWE warming up on the sideline too. While we're here at a break, we've got a nice little announcement to wish a happy birthday to Will Lydon from the Swansea team players, Phil Hopkins and Thomas Rees.
Oh, happy birthday, Will Lydon. Hope you have a fantastic day.
Yeah, I hope you at least know what your birthday is today. They weren't sure if it was your 21st, 22nd or 26th.
Yeah, they can't be great friends if they don't know your age.
Well, you know, if you're 21 and looking 26, I don't know how badly you've aged in the last couple of years.
Yeah, the players just going through warm-ups as we see on the sidelines here, getting ready to go for the second half. I don't think it'll be too long until we get going. The referees are all out here now, and they look like they're ready to start ASAP.
AASAP.
AASAP.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how the players do after this extended break. I know the sun's been shining, but it's deceptively cold out here today.
Yeah, it is quite brisk. Any players for you, Craig, first half that's stood out for you so far on either team?
Once again, I mean, the drive from the UWE offensive line's been great. The defensive line of UWE have been getting into the backfield quickly. Anytime we see a UWE player with the ball in their hands, they're making moves, they're doing a lot. So it's really been a team performance.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I agree, yeah.
I mean, you know me, I said it when we were speaking to Coach Fersman during the half, but a nice block punt's always going to get my attention more than an 80-yard touchdown. So what about yourself, Greeno?
I think I kind of agree with you there. It's been a bit of a team effort. Obviously, Matthew Albright with a nice touchdown grab. Bit of a standout play for the first half.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Of course, the block punt. And I would say for Swansea Titans, you know, number 29's done some tough running out there. Number 4 in the return game as well has done quite a good job for the Swansea Titans. So a couple of good positives for them as well.
Yeah, good players all round, really, on the UWE team. We had a chance to speak with some of the Swansea players just off camera, and a lot of first year, a lot of second year players that didn't get to play last year because of COVID, and you know, they're really representing themselves well considering the lack of experience for this Titans team.
Yeah, it's always going to be hard, isn't it? You know, when you've got playing against a team of scholarship athletes who are experienced and been playing the game a long time. You know, some of the guys who have come to uni for their first or second year probably have never played the sport before. So it's just that experience and an inexperienced side, and maybe in a couple of years to come, you know, if Swansea manage to stay up this season, I'm sure they'll develop well as long as they can get that coaching staff in and make sure that the players keep developing.
Yeah, absolutely. And as long as they look to continue to build on good opportunities, again, speaking with some of the players at the half there, getting an understanding of how their games have gone previously, you know, they did take an unfortunate loss to the Cardiff Cobras that they, you know, I don't want to say they feel hard done by, but they understand that they beat themselves a bit in that game. And these are just all experience, especially when you're young and new to this sport. You might be used to playing, you know, you might be playing out wide in rugby as a winger and not have to do a lot for some of the game. But unfortunately, it's 100% every play, and it takes a while to learn that.
And as you know, in the Bucks, Premier, you get to play everyone twice anyway, so they will get another bite of the cherry.
Absolutely.
And have another game against Cardiff, and hopefully, you know, with that local rivalry, maybe it gets a bit heated sometimes, and they may be able to reverse the fixture. As we see the UWE offense come back out, and we have a first and goal.
As we see Drew running up the middle. Big old lane there for him to run through. We did have just to remind everyone, we did have 2 minutes 28 in the second quarter to go through before we move into halftime. We took halftime a bit early so that we could deal with an injured player, which we wish the best to, and a speedy recovery. And I'm sure we'll be updated from the referees when we're ready to officially move into the third quarter. As we see a pass.
And there we go, Xavion in the end zone for 6 points. And he's going to get flagged for a celebration, excessive celebration. He's wearing number 5. I got quite a few flags for that in my time as well.
Yeah,
so
you got flags for other things as well, Garida. But I knew as soon as I saw number 5 catch the ball, I knew you'd know his name, and I knew you'd be happy. As we see Swansea players bite on the run. 16 doing a good job to get his hands up.
Yeah, he could have threw that to Freddie Marshall in the back of the end zone as well.
The score is good. Half the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against number 5 of UWE. That's his first unsportsmanlike. The penalty will be assessed now.
And yeah, you can't get 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in a game, otherwise it is an automatic ejection. So he'll look to try and avoid that the second time so he doesn't get an ejection. As I was just saying, yeah, Freddie Marshall, he had a stint with the Bullets back when me and you originally played our first time.
We came to uni at the same time, me and Freddie Marshall.
Yeah, and he's not had a touchdown for the Bullets yet, so I would love to see him in the end zone at some point during this season.
Absolutely. The man's getting married in early January, and I'm sure no better wedding present than catching a touchdown for your team.
I think his fiance might disagree with you there, but
maybe, I don't know.
But here we go then, there's a 2-point try. It's going to be from about the 20-yard line, because of the unsportsmanlike foul. And we see UWE in an empty set here. Trips to the right, twins to the left.
And then that's Theo back there, looking at the pass, looking deep, eyes downfield. Line drive, bit short.
Nice completion, but short of the goal line. And 2-point try is going to be no good, which leaves our score to 44-0 to the UWE Bullets.
Yeah, had space. Line drive from Theo there.
The Swansea now need to get organised again and switch back on. Otherwise, this is going to get even uglier.
And as we hear the referee's whistle, I'm not sure what that's for, as we go to the White House now.
Swansea don't have enough players on the
field.
field.
1:27, this is the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning at 1:27.
So 2-minute warning from the first half. So our clock's a little bit wrong on our screen here, but 1:27 to go in the first half before we hit that third quarter, as we say, because if you're just joining us or you've just come back because of the injury, we played the last bit of the first half. You see another little squib kick.
And we see a fumble, number 70, not able to get the ball, but Swansea smartly just diving on top of that. Number 4 again?
Yeah.
Good heads-up play,
Good special teamer, number 4. As I said earlier, he stood out in a return game and showing his football smarts there by just jumping on that ball as it was rolling around.
Absolutely. Listen, you're going to be starting from, what, the 32-yard line?
Again, good field position from that Swansea special teams. Obviously, UWE not electing to kick it deep that time, but again, Swansea have had good field position to start each of their drives. They've just killed themselves with silly penalties and, you know, maybe play selection as well. I think if they utilise the flats on those out routes again, maybe those hitches, they showed some success of that earlier on today. So hopefully they go to some of that again.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. If Swansea were to take anything from the way that first period played out, is try not to have these plays that take a bit of time to develop. 29 breaking the tackle, getting to the outside. We did see some good running, a bit upright there on that
Great
turn in the corner.
Great tackle from Chris Arena though. There, bringing the big guy down.
Good tackle, good 4-yard gain from what was essentially nothing. Just as I was saying, you know, don't take these times for these plays to develop. UWE are getting great penetration through from the defensive line as we We'll go to hear from Keith.
This is the end of the first half. The second half will begin with Swansea receiving at the M32 end.
The M32 end, okay. Keith Wickham coming up with names for our two ends. So I don't know if you've been to Hillside Gardens before, but we have got the M32 in the background. So that's why he's called it that. I don't know what he'd call the other end. What do you think? The grass end?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to find out now.
The forest end or something? Or maybe the Frenchie campus end, because Frenchie campus is just over there.
Listen, if this game was 5-6 years ago, I might believe that we were actually receiving on the M32. Lack of facilities. You might have been having to run on, go get your ball.
Oh,
the
absolutely
M32 ends. Oh, that's great.
And again, I had a nice conversation with Keith at half-time, and he was saying that, you know, it's important that we get more referees in the game. So again, just that website from BAFRA, it's www.bafra.info. If anyone has any interest to becoming a referee in football.
Listen, and that's the thing about football. That's one of the things that I enjoyed when I was playing, is it really is a sport. You know, whatever your body size, there's a position for you on this field, and
yeah,
even if you don't want to play, there's plenty of ways for you to get involved. And being a referee is one that helps develop the sport, and it's something we need to see. We need to see more people looking to officiate these games, as we see UWE getting ready for the kickoff to start the second half.
Nice kick. It's a live
That is
ball.
a great ball.
Got to get on that.
That is
live
a great
ball.
ball down to the 2-yard line, as we do see the pickup from number 4, getting to the outside,
Nice
making his way
running.
through. Good stuff, breaking one tackle.
And there he is again, number 4, making it happen in the return game, getting his team out of a bit of a hole there. Player down, injured on the field, another Swansea player.
Absolutely.
Look at the replay here. Some nice moves, bit of a missed tackle there.
And as we see this, God, get off me, he says.
That was the kicker trying to make a big hit there, Martin, but he just bounced off the return man.
He just like waxed on, waxed off there, Mr. Miyagi style, just brought that hand up.
Not today, Junior, he said, not today.
As we do have a Swansea player down on the field.
Yeah, Swansea looking a little bit depleted here. A few players have taken their kit off now as well, so not just the injury that we had to delay, but there's about 3 or 4 other players that have taken their kits off for various reasons.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you get down to, we had a big break. We had a big break there, and it can be really hard to get yourself warmed up and ready to play. But hamstrings are going to be harder to stretch out in those situations, and
especially in this cold weather as well. It's really hard to get back warm, you know.
Exactly. So we might see a few more injuries depending on how the players have been warming up, how they've been preparing themselves for this second half. We do see the player on the field sitting back up. Hopefully that's a good sign.
Yeah, it doesn't look serious. Yeah, he's getting up. He thinks he's going to walk off under his own power here. You know, sometimes when you go down on the field, you sometimes think it's a bit worse than what it is because of the shock, maybe.
Oh, it takes a second. Sometimes it can take a second.
Yeah, and then you calm down. But he has got to leave the field of play here because the referees did stop the time.
Yeah, under his own weight though, so that's always a good sign.
Yeah, great to see. Great to see. So let's see what this Swansea offense can do now.
Starting from their own 26, again, like you said, number 4 for Swansea, really getting them out of a hole.
Yeah, because they were back on their own, inside their own 5 there with the ball bouncing around.
And then you saw as soon as he picked it up, there was a lot of UWE jerseys around him, ready to try and make that play deep. So really getting themselves out of dodge there.
Not a good sign for Swansea. It looks like number 29's taking his kit off now as well. That's a little bit worrying. I don't know if he's out for the rest of the game, but one of their best players taking his kit off.
Yeah, that really is a shame, as we saw that play just before we saw the kickoff to the M32 end. He made a good play running to the outside, as we see Swansea with a nice run up the middle. Good start, but good close down there from number 55 and number 90. And that was Akeem and
Josh Alea's number 55.
There we are. Yeah, good work. Good hole originally for number 21 to run through, and they just closed down that space.
Hopefully we're not butchering people's surnames here. We are trying our best.
Yeah, my surname gets butchered all the time, so I'm not saying I'm doing it on purpose, but I understand the pain.
And we got trips right for the Swansea offense now. One receiver to the left.
I'm looking for a quick pass, takes his pump, and he still completes it through the hands.
Chenna could have had another pick there.
He could have. He really could have.
That's great concentration by the receiver to catch that deflection.
Yeah,
a
really
big
good job
deflection
there. No, I mean, you can speak for this more than me, Green. When that ball gets deflected, that makes the ball so much harder to catch.
Yeah, the
So you
path
see
of that
pump
ball
fake
changes.
really close to getting it. Good concentration. Unfortunately, number 13 for UWE on immediately. Yeah, that's Fastener.
Yeah, I was going to big myself up then about maybe one of the plays I made against Hertfordshire last time we played, but I won't do that.
That's because only you remember.
Nice
We see a
route.
deep ball, but we see the pick. Underthrown ball, number 24 with the pick. He's got a lot of people with
Kane
him.
Martin on the pick
61
there.
looking for the strip. Good effort.
Kane Martin just plucked that out of the air and said, "Thank you very much, Mr. Quarterback."
Yeah, and I don't think the quarterback got hit on that one, so unfortunately I think that was just a bit more of a floaty ball. Although he is getting up slowly. Maybe he did take a hit.
Yeah, let's have a little look at the replay here. Yeah. Oh. We got nailed again. I mean, that's twice now where he's taking a big hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an unfortunate pick to throw.
Yeah, UWE trotting back out on offense with Ivan back in at QB. Loving the swag he's rocking with the all red boots and the red socks today as well.
Listen, one thing you can never say about UWE is that their kit is ugly. UWE have a fantastic kit.
It is icy.
We see a run and we see a reverse.
A reverse. Oh, this could be
And
six.
we're seeing Ivan looking for the block. He just fakes it.
Yeah,
and we're going to see the edge set.
Kevin Adams in for the touchdown. And there's a flag on the play. Probably a hold. This could be coming back.
On these tricky plays, you usually see it as a hold.
Holding, offense, number 9. 10 yards, still first down.
Such a shame. Well-designed play, well executed. The Swansea defense were not looking for it. Let's have a little look, see if we can see. I think number 9's off camera, so we won't be able to see the hold, maybe.
Yeah, there he is. As we see him, pulling that jersey around.
Yeah. I mean, it's always tough when you're locked in like that in the middle and it's just slightly away and it's at the point of attack as well. So, you know, most of the time that is going to get flagged.
It hurts more when you know that that person was never going to make the play as well.
Yeah.
And it did happen downfield, so I believe it is going to be another 1st and 10 due to where the ball was when the hold happened. So, yeah, being a spot foul, it is going to be 1st and 10. We have a bit of a delay.
The referee's just figuring out what's going on.
Aren't we all?
Okay, the chains are moving again. So it's going to be 1st and 8 because of the spot. I think the chains got a little bit confused moving over on that sideline.
Yeah, it is very rare that you see a hold downfield while you've already made a first down, things of that nature. So, you know, our chain crew, our volunteers, usually from, say, the second team or from local teams coming down to help out.
Yeah, the UWE 2s as well had a big, emphatic win against the Gloucester Gladiators last week, 44-0 to get their first win of the season. They're travelling away, I think, to the Solent Red Hawks today.
No, good luck to the UWE
so
Pellets.
All the best to them, the unofficial name, the Pellets.
Yeah, the UWE Bullets second team as we see another jet sweep. Number 25 making it to the edge.
Jax Crawford.
And a good gang tackle. A lot of Swansea players making it towards the end there.
Nice run by Crawford, reading the block on the outside. Number 4 tried to cut the lead blocker, but, I mean, there was no one there rallying to help him out.
I'm glad you brought that up. We'll see it here on the replay. Number 4 does a good job of trying to disrupt the lead blocker here. Number 3, Sam, goes for it. Great idea, but...
no help.
No help. Nobody on the outside. He couldn't force that inside.
As we see Ivan now back to pass. It's a great ball. Jax Crawford, touchdown. Across the middle.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's the same play that they scored off earlier. They're just not defending that correctly at all. Whether it's a blown coverage or they've not got the right call in or the right personnel, but we've seen that a few times today now. That slant from that slot
We're going to see it. Look, number 16 sees the player come across him.
There's two flat defenders. Two flat defenders.
Just miscommunications all around from Swansea in that secondary.
As we see, 2-point Ivan ready to take the snap for the 2-point conversion.
See, blitz off the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Gets cut. Turns around. Good defense there.
I think Kevin Adams had a bit of a slip, which is why the timing was off on that. So the defender
able to make up the space.
Yeah. as we just see now. If you watch Kevin Adams on the side here, he's on a nice little whip route.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does his corner dirty, but great recovery. Great recovery from, I want to say number 25, number 26 for Swansea there. Whoever got the pass deflection, that is a great reaction.
It's one of my favourite short routes out the whip route. Easy to sell the defender. When you come out of your break, and you just hit that slant to the out. Just a shame he lost his footing a little bit there, which is why the timing was off. Yeah,
a whip route is. I mean, again, you can speak for this more, but from the corner standpoint, I'd say a whip route's a good way to make sure your corner's paying attention.
Yeah, as we see the 50 burger coming up for UWE, that's 3 games now. They've surpassed that 50 mark. Still in the third quarter, about 6 minutes to go. I mean,
listen, scoring touchdowns is a habit. You need to get into the habit of it now, because when you're running deep into the playoffs, you know, and you're gonna face the other top teams from the Prem North, like your Nottinghams, your Leeds, things of that nature. You need to get in the habit of scoring points now, because when it's hard to do, you need that confidence to know that you're capable of it.
Yeah, and Nottingham look like early contenders up in the North, I think, so far this season. Looking like one of the better teams up there. I think probably causing the most trouble up there in Prem North at the moment.
Absolutely. Again, speaking with some of the Swansea players, a couple of them come from up north, and the games, you know, obviously football's football, but the background of a lot of the northern players is more rugby league. Very smash mouth football played up there, very, very physical. So getting into the habit of being physical now, getting in the habit of scoring points will really help in those tight games and those tougher defenses. Then, you know, unfortunately Swansea aren't producing on defense the way that some of those other teams will.
Number 4 rocking the tash from Movember as well.
I've seen a few tashes. I do Movember, but I'm afraid my beard will never grow back.
Great calls, of course, Movember.
Nice 51 looking, dropping the ball.
Straight the ball.
And it looks like it's going to be a scoop and score.
Gabe Rivera, you've redeemed yourself, son.
You have. You can actually catch Gabe Rivera on ITV2 tomorrow night at 11. And that's not a joke, Rita. That isn't one of those facts we got given from unreliable sources last week. He's actually going to be him and I think it's him and Kobe.
Okay, what are they doing?
On a show. I'm not sure. It's something to do with Americans living in Europe or something of that nature. But
okay.
He did say to me, make sure you get your facts right this time. I am going to be on ITV2, so.
So he wasn't on American Idol then.
Listen, I can't confirm nor deny whether he made it to the camp stages of American Idol. He can, and he denies it though. So you know.
Maybe he just doesn't want us to try and dig out that footage. As we see the jet sweep here. Oh,
nice little cut up the middle, and I think he's made it. Good effort.
Dirty.
Yeah, good effort.
Dirty little cut.
Yeah, on a dime. He had a lot of speed going to the outside there, and managed to stop it still to take that 90-degree turn. As we see it here again, boom, nice.
Like the cheeky little backplate on show there. I'm surprised the refs haven't spotted that one and told him to pull his jersey down, but can appreciate it.
Yeah, and that was Temi. Temi with a 2-point conversion there as UWE bring it up to 58 points. The sky's getting a little bit grey now, a little bit different to what we were seeing earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like UWE are going to probably eclipse their biggest score of the season at the moment, being at 58-0, and their biggest score was against UEA last week, 62-0.
Yeah. And again, we are seeing a lot of changes from UWE with the first team bringing out different players, and it's like one of those things we brought up last time when they were playing Birmingham, with the second team being a thing at UWE. You know, a lot of the players that we're seeing are still going to be, you know, there's not a big drop-off between the first and the backup.
On any other team, you'd probably see the second string guy would be the starter.
Yeah.
On any other team anyway. So.
And yeah, UWE, very good thing to have 2 programs set up to give those players the experience and
booming kick.
Hopefully move up. Yeah, that was a great kick. So we see number 4 looking for the return. Sam unable to make the tackle. He breaks another one, following his blockers.
Again, nice return from number 4. Definitely a positive for the Swansea Titans here in the return game.
Yeah, I'd be trying to get 4 the ball wherever I can. You know, a lot of people excited to see it as
Hey,
You know, they know, look,
put
look
him
at
on the
this.
offensive side of the ball. Let's see what he can
Absolutely.
do. Get the ball in his hands.
Absolutely, something quick. You know, breaking those tackles, getting those knees nice and high to stop those shoestring tackles coming through.
Got just over 3 minutes or so left in the third quarter. As you're aware, we are in running clock as a 35-point deficit was had in the first half. So in British American football, 35 points or more, running clock. If the team that you're playing against does get back within less than 35, the running clock does stop and it goes back to normal timing.
Yeah, there's some COVID rules in there as well at the moment, looking to minimize contact. So we see a
great
tackle.
Billy Elliott taking out the ankles.
That was a fantastic tackle, straight off the edge, getting himself nice and low. That's a big man there, number 51.
Yeah, it looks like they might be a bit short at running back, putting number 51 back there.
And again, they're just not interested in blocking that D end.
Yeah.
I bet Billy can't believe his luck there. Untouched on his way to the running back.
They're not doing themselves any favors, this offensive line.
And this is the hard bit. Listen, like, I mean, I've been involved in a couple of games where we're getting absolutely dominated like this, and keeping your spirits up and trying to give it your all is extremely difficult. As we see another run, but again, just the penetration from that UWE front.
Yeah, no blocking up front again. It's just too easy for that defensive line at the moment. They're just dominating the trenches.
Yeah, if we see it here, we see a blitz that
51
comes off 51.
On the
Just
blitz.
looked like
Gavin
77 was
Jordan.
trying to give a little chip on the D tackle there, but
yeah, good form tackle by Jordan as well in the backfield for a loss.
yeah, well timed blitz.
Yeah, definitely. Third and a country mile again. We keep saying it keeps happening.
Yeah, we're looking at about what, 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17, something along those lines. At this point, if you're Swansea, do you not bother with a punt? If you make some good yardage here, you try and take the 4th down, or do you just kick it back?
I mean, I'd still punt it. It's a tough one, but you don't want to make it easier for that UWE offense. We've seen when they've had really good field position, it's just too easy. And as we see again, 3 guys into the backfield there, just no blocking up front.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Number 21 a bit slow to get up, and I would be too. 3 big bodies just coming through. As we see the play again. Yeah, I mean, number 62 for Swansea there, looking to get to the 2nd level with somebody heads up on you. It doesn't matter what your assignment is pre-snap. If you've got somebody heads up on you,
I mean, block that guy.
Take that guy.
Yeah.
Take that guy.
Most dangerous player. And it's not what you want to see as a running back, your offensive line turning back and looking at you instead of looking downfield.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the face of your offensive lineman, you know you're in trouble. As we see a low snap, another rugby kick for number 2. Gets it cross field, short kick, but that was
rolling back.
Yeah,
it's
a lot going
back.
on for Swansea there. Probably about net 11 yards, 12 yards on the punt there.
I think we're going to see the end of the third quarter coming up here as well. UWE are going to have 1st and 10 from Swansea's 31-yard line. So again, short field to work with here. I guess it's just a case of how many plays it's going to take for them to get into the end zone again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'd like to see... you know what? Like, the thing is, right, if you're UWE, what you've been doing has been working. And it's always a great feeling when what you're good at is working. But in times like this, try things a little bit different. You've got to expand the playbook.
Come on, we got 54 on Freddie Marshall. Get Freddie Marshall the ball. Throw it to the ex-receiver. Come on. I want to see Freddie Marshall
Ivan's
in the
looking
end zone.
downfield. He's not looking Freddie's way.
Nice pass to Kobe there. And nice pitch and catch. Gain of about 15, 16 yards, moving the chains. And I think that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, I believe you're right. UWE will no longer be driving towards the M32.
Disappointed. Can't say the M32 end though.
This is the end of the third quarter.
Thanks, Keith. Little bit of rain in the air, Craig.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing it trickling down every now and again. Not sure if it was me, but I'm glad you've spotted it too. Another reason why I wish we were in the scaffolding.
Yeah, we have a little bit of cover up there.
Yeah, and as like you say, we're moving into this final quarter. UWE looking to get more players out there, getting those plays in, make sure everybody gets an opportunity. Because again, next man up. You know, we've seen Swansea lose a few players today due to injury. You want to see that next man up and not see that much of a drop off. UWE, you know, obviously we don't wish ill on anybody, but if there is an injury in this extremely physical sport, you want to make sure those guys behind you are your understudies are ready to perform.
Yeah, and you're up to speed, and you know your assignment. Like, so many times you see it when the backups don't know their assignment because they've maybe not had enough reps or for whatever reason, but you always need to make sure, and this is a shout out to any rookie or anyone new to the sport, do your homework, do your study, do your playbook. Make sure that you don't get it wrong when you do get your chance so that you can show what you can do.
Absolutely, and sometimes it's not just enough to know what you're going to do. You might be a running back, but you're down receivers, so get out to the slot receiver. You need to know those plays. Make yourself useful. As we see, oh, good tackle, but a fumble. There is a flag on the play, but Swansea with the turnover. Let's see what this flag is. They're seeing the refs pointing to Swansea, making, I think it might be a penalty on UWE.
Looked like a good hit there to force the ball out. Oh, we got a football on the field from the other pitch.
Holding, offence, number 70. The penalty's declined, first down.
No, that's a great play by Swansea. Good tackle, nice low hit. You know, you see it getting 14, good block there. Cuts to the inside, trips, and just, it's
ball security.
Yeah.
2 hands going into contact there. He didn't have his 5 points of contact.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was in one hand, you saw the hand come up as he was falling to protect himself. It's an unfortunate play for number 14 there, and that is Tammy, unfortunately, with the fumble. And it's
apologies for any nakedness you can see on the screen right now.
Yeah, we swear it's daytime. There's not meant to be a full moon on screen.
As we see the Swansea offense come back out.
Listen, if you're Swansea, you've got to take some positives from that. You've got to try and get that ball downfield. You've not got to take a tackle for a loss.
Safety. That's close to a safety.
Progress stopped.
UWE have also got the ball.
Yeah, but we do have another injured player on the field. Yeah, medic immediately out on. A lot of concerned voices from Swansea. I think we might have another serious injury there. Just a bit slow to develop. Players just getting through, and yeah, just absolutely crushed.
Rolling on the field, his progress was stopped. It will be second down.
No, we'll be looking at second and 14, 15 maybe.
Yeah, around about that.
But obviously the main concern here for the Swansea player, down clutching a knee.
He's set up though. I don't know if it's as bad as he thought. Remember we talked about earlier, sometimes when you go down injured, it's that initial shock and it might not be as bad as you think, so let's hope it's just that and he can get up under his own power and come off to the sideline.
Yeah, and while we've got this minute, you know, we were just discussing a minute ago about things that the new players can take on board. What would you, if you were on the Swansea sideline, what would you be trying to take on board from this game?
Study, yeah. So studying your playbook. I know when I first started playing the game, I made sure I learned every single position on offense, because you never know when a coach might say, I need a player to come play this, and you need to be on with your helmet on and be ready to go at the first snap. Also, hitting the gym. Like, you need to be in that gym 3 times a week plus. Right? When you come against bigger athletes, better athletes, you've got to have some kind of edge on them. So going to the gym, making sure that you're training off the field as well as putting the work in on the field.
Yeah, I think that's a big one, Greener, because, you know, you might train 5 hours a week on the field and have your 2 to 3 hours game time, but I mean, 8 hours a week, is that really going to develop you as much as a player? There does have to be that study. There does have to be that growth as you as a person, physically and mentally, to get through these games and to develop more. And mental toughness is obviously a big one.
Oh, it's a big thing. Yeah, mental toughness is a big thing. And, you know, going to the gym and hitting PBs, that helps with mental toughness as well. And obviously we know when you're doing exercise, more endorphins, that feel-good drug, you know, you're going to be, it's going to help you along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one thing with looking to hit the gym and things like that, especially for a team sport like this, go with your teammates. Go with people that you want to push and see better. There's something to be said about, you know, your quarterback coming to the gym with the O-lineman. You know, everybody on the team wants to see that you're putting in as much effort as they are.
It looks like we might have a little bit of a delay here. Ellie's just checking out the Swansea player on the sideline.
Yeah, still in the field. He is managing to get to his feet, which is a very good sign.
Yeah, he's walking off under his own power. Doesn't look too serious, which is great to see. And we can carry on with this game as soon as possible. About 11 minutes to go in the game, just over. And the UWE defence have the Swansea offence backed up inside their own 5-yard line.
There is just over 11 minutes in the game. Just over 11 minutes in the game.
Yeah, we know, Keith. Greener just said that.
I know, just confirming, you know, just confirming.
Good to be on the same page. Yeah, and the rain is starting to come down a little bit more now. Not a full thunderstorm just yet, but the ball might be getting a little bit slipperier.
Yeah, there's a bit of drizzle coming down. Not what you want to see when it's cold as well. So we see Swansea coming back out on offense.
Yeah, 2nd and long.
Low snap. And he's met straight away, and they're going to be backed up even further now.
And it just shows
That's a safety. Safety.
Are they giving it?
Yeah, they've given the safety. Yeah, the referee's just made the hand signal. So that's only 2 points to UWE.
And I think the only type of score we're missing today so far is a blocked extra point for a return.
A run back score, yeah. Oh yeah, field goal too. 3-point field goal. But
I forgot
we don't kick field goals.
I forgot you can kick the ball. We've not seen any of that today.
We you know, UWE have not even had to punt the ball once today either. They've been automatic on offense.
We see another Swansea player down. I believe it might be their quarterback. I can't see number 2 walking to the sideline.
Yeah, I think it's their QB down.
Yeah, he's taken a few shots today. He's been, unfortunately, on the receiving end of some of that vicious UWE pass rush, as well as the punt block team. He's been their punter too. You know, if I'm a Swansea player, I'd be looking to get the footage of this game back as quickly as I can. It's not something you want to watch. Nobody wants to watch when you struggle. You know, when you fail a little bit. But that's where you grow. You know, you know, I'd like to go by the saying of you either win or you learn. You either win or you learn, and there's a chance to learn here for Swansea. You're coming up against athletes, a team that know each other very well, that train constantly, like you say, going to the gym, working alongside each other, and there's a lot of things to learn. Look at where you got beat. Was it a mental mistake? Was it a physical mistake? And work on it from there.
Yeah, and obviously this game will be available on YouTube thanks to CheersMate Productions, and you can watch it at any time after the live stream ends as well. So great opportunity for Swansea to have a little look at the film.
Oh, Daddy. I hear number 8's got a 2-incher.
Apologies about that. I think one of the players was on the field, one of the field microphones there. So apologies if you heard anything obscene language there. That wasn't us.
That wasn't us, I swear. I can't even see any players by microphones, so I don't know who that was.
And the rain coming down a bit harder now as well.
Yeah, and again, as the weather gets colder, people standing around. We've gone through quite a lot of breaks today. It's going to be, we might see a few more injuries as players need to understand they need to be warming up on the sideline, keeping themselves moving.
Number 2 coming off the field now, a little bit of help from his own players, which is good to see. So hopefully nothing serious for him either. And again, you know, reducing the risk of injury is about hitting the gym as well. You know,
absolutely,
if you've got stronger muscles to support your
ready.
joints and everything, that's going to reduce the risk of injury as well.
Strength and conditioning is one of those things where you think it's to get yourself big and strong, but it's mainly injury prevention.
Yeah, and it's for the future as well. Like having a better health when you're older as well. You know, it is important.
Absolutely, that's our PSA for the day.
Kids, hit the gym. I was actually going on a bit of a tangent here, but I was actually looking into some research to see what age you can actually start weight training. Any idea what age they recommend?
Well, I know when I was growing up, they weren't really looking at anything before the age of 16 with heavy weight training, just to do with an understanding of how, you know, the growth and things of that nature, and whether you're affecting it negatively. But I don't know what the research is saying now, though.
So they recently read some research papers, and apparently 7 years old.
Really?
Yeah, as long as it's using correct technique, but it's low weight but high reps.
Yeah, we do a lot. The thing is, as the body move, again, a bit of a tangent, but some people might find this interesting. As you get older, like if you look at the way a toddler squats, it is perfect form. If they go to pick something up, it is perfect form. And as we get older and we sit down for a lot of the day in classrooms and workrooms, things like that, as we see the return from UWE.
Jenkins on the return there. Nice return. Obviously, they don't have to kick off from the 20-yard line as it was a safety.
Yep.
So UWE again going to have excellent field position. If they score here, this will be their best score all season so far. Well, I say all season so far. This is only the third game.
Third game, but yeah, still so far. But yeah, sorry, just to go back to that, you know, like as we get older, the muscles aren't working.
9 minutes remain in the game. 9 minutes in the game.
You're not moving the body correctly. You know, that's we don't have the same day-to-day activity as people did hundreds of years ago, you know. So I believe that 7 years old, get yourself in there. Bit of, like, even if it's just cable training, even if it's just movement based rather than weight.
If you're using the correct technique and you're lifting really light weights, there's no. It's a bit of a myth to say that it's going to stunt your growth or do this, that, and the other. The research shows that it doesn't.
It's really interesting as we see the fake jet
So
quarterback throw
Landers
followed
back
through
in
a
there.
good tackle again from number
tackle.
4. Number 4 really being the standout player for Swansea today.
If we had to pick an MVP for Swansea today, I think number 4 would probably get it from me.
Yeah.
Just because of his work rate in the return game, and he's played at 100% the full game. He's not stopped, and he's kept on going.
Even little things like good body position. He was on a block, got himself off of it, got himself nice and low. Makes a really good leg tackle there.
The Sun making an appearance again now.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 as we see the pass looking deep. Believe he's hit his man.
Yeah, it's completed, but his knee was down, so he'll get that from the catch, and it'll be a first down, UWE Bullets.
And I believe first, and are they bringing the down markers?
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 11 or 12-yard line, I think, from our position. So you can still get a first down without scoring.
UWE lining up quickly.
Freddie Marshall got a cushion this side. I'd like to see him on a slant route. Try and get him the ball quick.
You see a run up the middle. Drew breaking some tackles.
Flag flies in.
I wonder if that's number 53 for UWE getting flagged.
Yeah, probably a hold or a block in the back, I would imagine. Usually in that area, that's what it is.
Holding, offense, 53. 10 yards, still first down.
There you go, you called it, 53.
Right, it's taken me 2 games, but I managed to call a penalty right.
Good eyes. Right at the point of attack as well, so always going to get flagged.
Yeah, you see. It's the arm around.
Arm around the back,
It's the arm around.
Actually, the defensive lineman did pull him down as well, so that maybe it
Made it look like, yeah, he had him. As we see UWE go into the air again.
Screen pass to the running back. We've got Jenkins on the catch and run.
And he's
in.
made a
Yeah.
couple of moves.
Great run after the catch there from Jenkins.
Yeah, that was really good movement from him.
Nice play design by UWE as well. You know, quarterback bowed his time and hit the running back under pressure from the defensive line from the blitz.
nice little dink over the top.
Lovely screenplay. Maybe 50 got away with a little bit of
Yeah,
hold
I was just
there.
thinking that there. I think if the Swansea player made a bit more of that, he might have got a flag.
Yeah, he may have got the flag there. So 2-point try pending.
Hey, Simkin, check.
As we see Landers back to pass.
Oh, good work.
Drop ball there by Kevin Adams. Hit him in the numbers. Again, apologies if you heard any bad language from the Swansea sideline down there on the microphones.
Yeah, as we see this again, 52, not getting his head around, following his man. Gets his hand up just in time. Looking at the hands there.
I'd be disappointed as a receiver. That should have been a catch, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there for Adams.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was on purpose there from the Swansea player, but sometimes when you're against a receiver that you know has got your number, you watch their hands. You see their hands go up for the ball. You just try and get your hand in the way, rather than trying to get your head around and making a big play.
Yeah, that's it. Try and disrupt something. Even if you don't get your hand in there, you know, it's in the way. It may disrupt the sight of the ball, the line of the ball, anything to put off the receiver so that he doesn't make the catch. And UWE lining up, ready to kick this ball off. Just over 7 minutes or so to go in the game. And UWE are on 66-0, which is their highest score so far this season.
Yeah, we've had a bit of inconsistency from the kicker today for UWE, so we'll see if this is going to be a flat one or a big one. Good kick, nice and deep. Number 4 with the ball again. If I'm Swansea, I want it in his hands. He breaks a couple of tackles. Surrounded by UWE jerseys, though, at the end of the play there.
Yeah, Jordan on the tackle there.
You see a slight limp from number 4, but hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Nah, he's all right.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
About 4 minutes in the game. About 4 minutes in the game.
There we go. So just over 4 minutes to go. Thanks, Keith. Letting us know.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track when it's rolling clock.
Yeah, I would imagine this probably will be the final score here, unless the UWE defense can get a turnover and score. I don't know if the UWE offense is going to have time to take the field again, unless there's a turnover. Number 2's out at quarterback now, so we've got a new quarterback for Swansea. Number 12's in.
Yep,
and 29's put his kit back on. He had his kit off.
Yeah, I
did.
did.
Put his kit back on.
Yeah, I did see him getting ready. I was wondering what that was about.
Maybe just making some adjustments underneath his pads or something earlier when he took it off, which is great to see. Glad he's not injured.
Glad to see he's not injured, yeah. Looking to get back on the field. It can be easy to use any excuse to get yourself out of these situations, so glad to see him getting back out there. Unfortunately, no room to move on that carry as we're looking at 2nd and 11.
Yeah, lost the yard there on the play. Again, great penetration from that UWE defensive line. Just nowhere to go for the running back. It's been the story of the day, really, hasn't it? They've definitely won that battle up front on both offense and defense. The UWE Bullets.
Absolutely.
Bad snap.
Yeah, straight down. Good decision.
UWE calling a timeout. Yeah, UWE've called a timeout. I think they want 70 points, Craig. I think they want 70 points. So it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, we're seeing
2:57, 2 minutes 57, first time out. UWE.
Well, that's the other way UWE are going to get the ball back. They call timeouts. So
yeah, well, I mean, it's like what we were saying earlier. You've got these players that you want to make sure are getting on the field, getting some opportunities. And yes, it's late in the game, but these players need to get the experience now because, hey, big-time injury just before the playoffs, and you're up, baby. You got to go.
Yep, I agree. That's it. Couple of substitutions on the field. And we're just waiting for the referees to get the
just having a little chat there, waiting for the restart to come. Swansea lining up. Snap another running play.
Again, nothing there for him.
Good effort, though. You know, still moving those legs. He's dragging a player with him.
Another timeout, UWE. 4th down.
3rd down, is it? 4th down,
That'll
no,
be
4th down, yeah, 4th down.
Second timeout, UWE at 2:30.
It's gonna be
2:30, second timeout.
4th and about 20, 21 yards to go. And UWE definitely want to save some time to try and get that 70-pointer up. Don't often see scores eclipsing this big with the running clock in. So they've been very efficient, the UWE offense and defense and special teams today, putting this many points on the board.
Yeah, and the thing is, with a running clock, it makes it harder to implement things you might want to implement. And so taking the opportunity to try and get the ball back, to run some more plays, you know, see if their game script ready. You have to take them when you can. As we see Swansea getting ready for the punt.
Yeah, obviously a new punter back there as well, so we'll see how this goes with the QB out injured. 81's back there.
Yeah, it's more the protection that I'm worried about. It's UWE getting themselves through.
He gets it away,
Yeah,
and
good
here
little
we go.
short kick, lots of
Gabe.
space.
Nice block.
And he spins, turns it.
Here he goes.
Completely. He's
Here
found
he
some space,
goes.
cutting inside. A lot of high tackles for Swansea.
Baby.
And he's made it all the way through.
Oh no, I think there's a flag. I think there's a flag. And another flag comes out late as well.
Yeah, we're not seeing the players celebrate, so I think there's a...
Yeah, it was a bit of a mess there in the middle. Some kind of illegal block, I think. Maybe a block in the back. Unfortunately. Such a shame. I love seeing plays like that.
There's a lovely, lovely play. It's just unfortunate. The thing is, when you're moving left to right like that, your players are gonna get caught up with maybe a hold or maybe a blindside block that wasn't intended, things of that nature. So
yeah.
We'll hear from Keith. We'll see what's going to be said for this one.
There was three bits of yellow laundry on the field. 2 were during the play, 1 was after. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Swansea players seem a bit upset about what's going on this play. So.
During the turn, we have a personal foul, blindside block, 68 offence. After play, we have unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6 offence. That's number 6's first unsportsmanlike.
I don't know what he did after the play. Maybe over-celebrating. He just looked like he ran through the end zone.
Yeah, I would disagree with that one. But like we were saying, there's the opportunities for the blindside block. Good job, good concentration getting going.
You are going to unfortunately go back
Where's
30
the
yards
blindside?
now.
I saw somebody go down that looked like a blindside block.
Can't see it off camera here.
Yeah, good movement from Gabe
Let's
there.
have a look, see what he does after the play. Just runs around. I mean...
Well, I disagree with that.
I don't see anything unsportsmanlike there.
I know you've seen it. How can you not call that? I know you've seen it.
Blocking back. They gave them blindside.
You never flagged mine, though. You should still flag it, though.
One of the Swansea players there getting a bit heated.
Yeah, the thing is, the players don't hear the referees making the calls, so they're not sure what's being called and what's not. Just assured him, listen, you got the flag.
You got the flag. You can't do more than that. Like, there's no point moaning about it. Like, you've got the flag. There's nothing more that the rest can do in that instance. So
yeah,
just get on with the game. Just play ball.
There he is, number 70, blocked in the back on that play. Yeah, I feel a bit bad for Gabe getting flagged for unsportsmanlike after the play there. That was.
Yeah, I don't see what they saw. Maybe he said something. Obviously, we couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something like that. So. Oh.
At 1:52, this is the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes.
There we go. I think UWE got 1 timeout left as well. So they'll need to try and get a quick score here if they want to get past that 70. Obviously, 30 yards in penalties there are not helping them at all.
Is this first down for UWE? Nice
Ivan
open
back to
pass. Good job.
Nice catch and run.
And good work from the Swansea players getting themselves over. I'd like to see the Swansea players keeping a bit of form when they're making those tackles, looking to make the tackles. A lot of upright players at the moment, which is why a lot of these simple moves, these side steps, these spins are working.
Yeah, UWE up to the line quick here. Trying to make use of that time. Ivan back to pass again. Makes a guy miss in the backfield.
He's got some, he's getting chased down. He's looking deep. He's throwing deep.
Just out of bounds. They're going to have to get back quick if they want to run another play, because time is against them.
Yeah, we're going to be second down and 10.
Swansea will be wanting to stop this. They won't want them to get to 70 here. Got just under a minute to go. Second and 10 for UWE. Ivan back to pass.
Nice quick pass.
Quick pass. Out to Jenkins. Shifts around, and I think UWE are calling a timeout on the sideline. That'll be their last timeout. As Jenkins gets the first down on the quick hitch. A nice run after the catch.
At 45 seconds, 5 seconds, third and final timeout. No, let them have that. Let them have their timeout. Let them have it, because that's the end of it. They haven't got.
As we see Keith leaving his mic on a little bit there.
Yeah, people chatting to Keith there.
And whistles in, and Ivan back in the gun, back to pass.
Looking deep.
And he's got him. There we go, Kevin Adams with the touchdown catch.
There's a nice throw, nice touchdown grab
yeah,
there.
Lovely touch on the ball there as well.
I want to go back to the play just before that, as we see the replay here. Good protection up front, really just jamming up. No rushers getting through, giving Ivan plenty of time.
That's a well-placed ball. Lovely touch on it, just over the defender's head.
But yeah, going back to the play before that, again, talking about these plays you want to run in these situations that might not come up until they matter the most. Time management. Yep. You know, the play before that was a quick pass to the outside. He got himself out of bounds. Any other situation where there's not a rolling clock, you stop the clock there with 50 seconds to go and you give yourself a chance to win the game.
Yeah, I think it's the end of the game. Yep. I think the score's a little bit wrong. I think it's 72-0. It should be
72-0, missing the 2-point conversion, calling the game there, rightfully so. We've seen some injuries, no needs for a play at the end of the game. UWE got what they wanted out of that drive in terms of no time on the clock.
Yeah, and by rule, you don't have to run the 2-point play or the extra point
at the end of the game
if the clocks run out. So, yeah, our final score here is the UWE Bullets 72 and the Swansea Titans 0. As the players shake hands, we will look to get some interviews after the game with some of the players. So stay with us.
Yeah, as you see, Swansea players coming in good spirit, looking to move on to the next one for themselves.
So, Craig, who would be your MVP of the day today?
Well, again, we're going to talk about both teams. I think number 4 for Swansea was the attitude he showed throughout the whole game there, even when things got out of hand, is what I'd want to see from my team. And if we're talking about UWE, I mean, there's so many good performances out there. Ivan showing what he can do at quarterback once again. Sam and Drew at running back doing great things. Obviously, we saw a punt block for a touchdown, which I'm going to put up there as one of my favorite plays. And again, the offensive line, there was a couple of plays early where Swansea were able to get through, but you know, once UWE figured out those kinks, they were absolutely dominant. So
yeah, you also had Chen on defense with the pick 6 and the lots of tackles for loss as well for him.
Yeah, nearly a second one for Chen as well. So
yeah, it'd be a hard MVP to pick. If you had to pick one player, who would you go for on the UWE sideline? We picked number 4 for Swansea. We're both in agreement on that. Who would we pick for UWE?
I would probably pick Matt Albright or Ivan. I think those early passing touchdowns were pivotal to getting the momentum going for UWE.
Yeah, I think I'd go with Ivan. I think he was just solid in the pass game. Great leader. Lovely balls going out to his receivers. And just solid throughout. Using his legs, using his smarts, reading the game well. So we'll leave you for a second and we'll try and get someone for an interview, hopefully in the next minute or so.
Yeah, as the players are just giving their thanks for showing up. Traditional stuff going on here. Lots of hugs, lots of high fives. There's Ivan having a great time.
Loving life.
Showing his love.
There he is. I love the attitude that he brings to the game.
Absolutely. Football's the best when you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
We're ready when
Okay, so we are joined here by quarterback for the UWE Bullets, Ivan Nirmagombo, who is our MVP for today on the UWE. Ivan, how do you think the team did today?
Team did great. You know, we had some adversity this week, so just really proud of the guys how we came together, and just a short week with a quick turnaround. You know, everyone came out here, had a great time, and did the job we need to do.
You know, when we were doing some research on the players coming over and looking what was there, you know, you're a quarterback at New Hampshire, is that correct? Yeah, and you transitioned to wide receiver at one point and just showing the athleticism. We get to see that athleticism on display all the time. Are you enjoying the chances you're getting to run the ball? It looks like Coach Mayer's got a lot of trust in you at the helm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being here, you know, a little over a year now, you know, I've had the opportunity to really develop a really great relationship with Coach Dan Mayer and Frankie. You know, they put their trust in me, and you know, we have a product that we put on the field in practice, and they really give me the leeway to really showcase all my abilities, and I give them, you know, full credit to be able to do that. So
absolutely, and I think it's nice that you're giving that love out, and I think that you'll do the same here when we talk about the people you're throwing to. There seems to be a lot of trust, especially with Matthew and a lot of the other players. Jack's out there as well. You say there's, you know, quick turnaround, a lot of adversity, but you know, when you've got that trust, does it make it a lot easier to overcome those obstacles that you face in the week, knowing that once you get on the field, the product's going to be there?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have a great connection, you know, being a group of Americans that's joining such a prestigious team. You know, I feel like we were able to really develop that connection and relationship. So, you know, Matt, Jax, Kevin Adams, I think it's that trust, you know, the things we build off the field. You know, it's not easy being an international student and, you know, making our way through life around here. So having that support with them, along with the coaches, I think really translates to the field. And, you know, sky's the limit really with what we can do this year.
Yeah, and we're definitely enjoying seeing what you can do on the field, Ivan. It's a pleasure to have you here, and congratulations for winning our MVP, and best of luck for the rest of the season, mate.
Thank you very much. You guys do a great job. You know, I shout out to my family. I love you guys, everyone watching home, and you know, ready to keep going and get this thing rolling.
All right, thanks very much.
Absolutely, thank you very much. So once again, big thanks to Ivan there. Shout out to all the people watching from across the pond, as they say, the United States, as we'll say. Really enjoy having you here, really enjoy having the players here. You know, we like to see the team growing, and more importantly, seeing the sport growing, and bringing these athletes over that are really showcasing what the sport can bring is not only stepping up their game, but it's stepping up their teammates' games, and it's stepping up their opponents' games. So we really enjoy what they bring to the table.
Yeah, it's great to see. And Ivan, just a classy individual, you know, great to hear what he had to say and a bit of an insight from him as well. Obviously been here a little while now in England, and adapting to our culture and stuff over here, which is brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. If you stay tuned with us a little while longer, we're going to see if we can get hold of Coach Dan Mayer.
Yeah, we'll try and get hold of him, see what we can do.
And we're just bringing Coach Dan Mayer into the mix as we watch some of the UWE players have a race. The competitive nature never ends as they're trying to figure out who's the fastest players. We see it close.
I think Chris Arena got that.
Yeah,
I think Chris Arena got that.
That was a close.
That was close.
That was a close race, but we'd like to welcome in Coach Dan Mayer with us to the booth. How's it going, Coach? Good victory for the UWE Bullets today?
Amazing, yeah. Always, it's been a tough week, so it's good to see the guys win. Yeah, it's brilliant. The rain held off as well, so that's a win.
Yeah, it's good to see. A couple of injuries on your side as well. Hopefully not too serious.
Yeah, nothing too serious. We've got Ellie on our sideline. Eleanor Travis, she's looking after them. And I think after the game, some after-game care, they should be okay, yeah. So nothing serious.
How are you impressed with the, how are you feeling about the season so far and the way things went today?
Season's going really well. I understand the running clock, but it just reduces the amount of drives we get with the ball. So, you know, it's frustrating not letting the guys play, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
That's something we noticed and something we were explaining on the broadcast there, that, you know, some people might say, you know, running clock, calling the timeouts, a bit unnecessary, but you're not getting the opportunity to try these things out. You know, your 2-minute drives, your 1-minute drives. Like, we saw some nice quick passes to the sideline, getting out of bounds that obviously running clock, but not going to happen if it's a close game, you know.
Yeah, we just put in so much time and effort into preparing for the game. We just want to play as much as possible, really. So that's the reason that we call the timeouts today and the last game, just to play. That's the only reason, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely understandable, Coach. You know, we know where you're coming from. We completely understand that.
No, that's the thing,
let's
yeah.
flip it on its head. What was your favourite part about today? Favourite offensive play, Mr. Greener, Chris Greener?
Favourite offensive play? Well, you put me on the spot here. I quite like the deep pass to Albright down the side, but that last touchdown play, the last touch pass, the touch that Ivan put on the ball was straight
helmet. Yeah, brilliant.
That was a lovely pass.
Yeah. All right, and of course, favourite special teams play.
Oh, it had to be the punt block. Punt block's best play in football. Best play in football, Coach.
Hang on a minute. Are we supposed to be interviewing you, or you're interviewing us?
Listen, I like his change things, change play.
All right, well.
But anyway, thank you very much, Dan, for joining us, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Well,
and, next game, 23rd of Jan. See you guys there, hopefully. And yeah, this one was for the fans. Yeah.
Big up to the fans.
Yeah, the fans. But yeah, thank you very much.
All right,
well, thank you. Good luck with the rest of the season, Coach. That's Coach Dan Mayer joining us as we go to the over footage, seeing more UWE players racing to see who's the fastest. I think there's a couple of O-linemen there. I think they were all O-linemen.
Yeah, loving life, just enjoying it. Just a few thanks today. Thank you to all the coaches, the referees, all the university staff, the cheerleaders who are coming out and watch, everyone that came out and watched today, all you guys on the stream, we appreciate it. You know, we want that exposure. We want you to be around. We want you watching everything, and hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage. And thank you very much to CheersMate Productions, who again put on a fantastic show as always. So hats off to those guys.
Absolutely, you've said it all and more, Greener. I just want to say thanks to yourself for joining me here today. Again, can't thank the fans enough for watching. And you heard it here. Next game, 23rd January.
Yeah, we'll see you then. And all the best. Have a lovely Christmas.
Yeah,
we can say that now.
Too,
have a lovely Christmas. And thanks for joining, Craig. And all the best, everyone listening and watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
for goal. I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody, pitchside. England have won this one 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.